Let me be the first to welcome you back to Washington, D.C. on behalf of a bunch of your fans who are now tweeting and Facebooking pictures, too. One thing I noticed back here is seeing everyone pulling out their camera and Instagramming and tweeting. You guys, I mean,
she's got someone on FaceTime right here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
She's bringing someone else, someone out of the room into the room. That is the future at hand.
What is this person's name? What is her name? Where is Olivia? Where's Olivia watching this at? She's downstairs.
Amazing.
Okay, great.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say some other part of the world. Oh, she's in Europe right now. She's such a huge fan.
You should have made something up.
She stayed up late. Welcome back to Washington, D.C. First time.
Thank you.
Great first song to play in front of your fans. A big departure from somewhat of the sound of the Jonas Brothers, no?
Yeah, a little bit.
So, yeah.
I think that, going about this next record, being our 5th album, we definitely felt the need to really buckle down and come out with a sound that was different for us, but challenging for us and a growth. And it's been great to see the reaction from the fans. I think that the 2 songs that we premiered so far, Pom Poms and Now First Time, kind of give a good template for what the rest of the record is like, and really looking forward to people diving into all that.
Yeah. Pom Poms, by the way, one of the best videos I do believe of all time. That must have been fun to cast.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
It was nice and easy to cast.
Oh, I'm sure it was very easy to cast. And that's one of those jobs I think most men would probably would love to have at some point in time.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not
We'll
bad.
invite you for the next one.
Please do, because I've been working on my skills, by the way, for picking out beautiful people. I'm working on that. So 5th studio album, now completely, you guys are your own enterprise and doing your own thing. Is this more challenging now for you without anybody else to answer to, or is it easier? Do you find creatively this is like...
Creatively, it's freeing. I think it's been an amazing change to be able to just be our own bosses and not have another cook in the kitchen to say, don't write a song like this, or we need a song like this. And for us, we can just, Nick producing the record has been incredible. I mean, obviously we put a pressure on ourselves to make this project the best we can. And we try harder and harder to get better at our craft. So having a 5th record, it's exciting to be continuing to make music, but on our own, it's a thrill.
Yeah. When it comes to actually performing the music you make, I mean, it's one thing to do it in a studio. It's another thing when you do it in front of beautiful, screaming, yelling fans on a stage. Does it take on a whole new meaning when you do it in front of other people, or is it just...
Yeah, no, being on tour and being able to perform for the fans and people, other people listening, it's what we live for. Being able to present the music, having it be recorded and, it's our passion and it's our work, then to get on stage and perform it and see the response, that's when it's really gratifying, because you can get that immediate response in that moment.
Most insane thing y'all have had thrown on stage through all of your thousands of shows? I mean...
People?
You've had actually people thrown on stage.
Yes, we've seen that. The craziest thing, it's weird because they like to throw things that we maybe will look at later or read letters and stuff. But then there's gifts that they throw on stage, and a lot of these gifts are like metal bracelets.
Things that can poke your eyes out.
Like bottles of beer, and we're like, look,
the other day.
That's really sweet. You want to party with us or gift us, but we're also trying to avoid dying on stage.
So, if anyone has any bottles of beer they're planning on throwing up on stage, let's go ahead.
And usually that means
that's the thing.
and I look
we
back.
Will take the beer. It's just
Right. That's what I'm saying. Let's hand it over. Everyone bring it to the aisle, and I'll bring it up.
Number 1 rule: don't shake up a beer. No.
Right. Exactly. It explodes everywhere. It's terrible. I love how you guys are pulling it. The internet has changed a lot of the ways that even in your careers that music is discovered and kind of revealed to fans.
Early on for us, it was MySpace.
Oh
yeah.
Top 8 all the way.
Top 8.
Do you remember?
We're not talking 2.0 MySpace.
Do you guys remember you could actually buy the? There were like decorative backgrounds for MySpace too, and you could make it glittery, and people made millions of dollars off of selling backgrounds.
Yeah.
I want to say there were people would make Jonas Brothers backgrounds too, and I'm sure illegally sell them for millions of dollars.
They did, yeah.
But even iTunes, for example, ways to get your music out with a brand new album. I know one of the things that you guys have done is release tracks individually that count toward buying the entire album.
Exactly.
How is your space changed since the first time you put out something and now, and when it comes to being creative, I know even like Justin Timberlake will start doing those signs for his for the release of his singles. Do you guys collaborate, get together, and think about creative ways of putting out stuff for your fans, including the videos that you guys have done as well?
Yeah, we definitely like to use the internet as a way to be creative with how we release the music. But we also have an app now, an official Jonas Brothers app that kind of has all the info for everything we're doing all the time. So we can you know, go even further with it and sort of decide, you know, if we just wanted to put out a song on the app just for the fans, we could do that. We've done previews of songs, a song called Neon on the new record that we're excited for people to hear. But, you know, it's an exciting new day in music, and I think it's way better to embrace the change than try to think with an old mentality of how it used to be, because it's continuing to evolve, and it's just more about connecting with the fans and trying to make music that they can really grasp onto.
I'm seeing this as an evolution of the app too. You should find a way to hologram yourselves, and that way you could shower with, or you know, or read a book too.
We're already working on that technology.
Bathtub hologram is what we're working on.
Nice, soothing soak with the Jonas Brothers.
And a massage,
The problem
too.
we're having, though, is that turns out water damages the iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
heard the new one's gonna be waterproof. Intern John has a question for you guys from the Kane Show.
So the first song I heard about you guys, or from you guys, was Mandy back in the day.
Yeah.
How trippy is it to hear that song now and be like, oh my God, we sound like we were, well, you guys were like 12, right? Is it trippy to listen back to that song now?
I was actually 12, so yeah, it is. And that was, you know, like 8, 9 years ago, so it's a while ago. And it is bizarre to go back and listen to that. But you know what? It's all part of the growth for us. You know, I think what's been great is that we've been able to sort of document our entire journey by just the releases that we've had and the different videos, and it's been fun, man. And to be still doing it 9 years later is an amazing feeling.
Do you ever listen back to a song and think maybe this lyric should have gone here instead of this one, or change different lyrics?
Yeah, I think we definitely like laugh at some of the lyrics we wrote when we were younger, but like Nick said, it's part of the growth and kind of understanding that as a musician, you just kind of learn to, well, you hope to get better and better, and so we don't really like go back and be like, why did I write a song like this? So we kind of just understand that it's just part of growing up as a musician.
And we were, you know, always open about our songwriting as well. So the minute we write songs, and maybe it's about a moment or a person or a situation, we look back at those moments and we can kind of like a yearbook of our lives. You know, it's kind of just back in the day of what happened.
I look back at my MySpace and I look at the top 8 and I question some of my friend choices from back in the day. You know?
The Jonas Brothers MySpace is still up and still going, and it's
Oh,
I went
it's
to it
absolutely.
the other day, and it's incredibly funny.
You know what
People
they
are still rocking it. It's awesome.
They've really done a better job of making. It's all about music now. It's all
It's
about.
really cool.
It's circled back, and it is. You're absolutely right. It's phenomenal. I want to bring Danny up really quick. Danny from the Kane Show has a question for you as well. When it comes to kind of where you guys are right now with.
It's actually a two-part question. So right now, a lot of your peers are in the news, and it's not all good. Amanda Bynes, there's a lot of stuff with Miley Cyrus, some Justin Bieber drama. How do you guys keep yourself grounded? And then for the youth that are coming up, like Austin Mahone, do you have advice for those people on how to stay grounded and not get into all the drama?
You know, I think we were never perfect, and we were coming up at a time when, as we talked about before, the internet wasn't nearly as big a thing as it is now for people finding out information about people. And, you know, for some of the people right now, they've got to deal with that on a day-to-day basis, how instant everything is. So it's harder to get away with stuff. But, you know, I think when it comes to giving advice to the up-and-coming as well, they seem to all be doing a pretty good job. You know, it's about surrounding yourself with the right people. Our team has been with us for like 8 years. So, you know, they can put us in our place if we need it, or we can put each other in our place. And it's all about just a mutual level of respect. You know, genuinely being appreciative of what you have. But like I said, you know, we're not perfect. We never said we were, but we're doing the best we can, I guess.
Thank you.
So thinking back in the day, I mean, you guys are all well-to-do, nicely raised young men. I mean, would you have gotten in trouble if the thinking back, you don't have to give any specifics, but would there have been a time when you, in your mind, you're thinking, oh gosh, that would have been huge. That would have been.
No, sure. I mean, I think there's, you know, I think there's stuff people don't know about us, though. You know, we
Oh,
just
here we
kept
go.
under wraps. But
On the next Jerry Springer.
chink.
But we
Exactly.
definitely also weren't making like really dumb.
Yeah, we
choices.
weren't
Yeah,
just
yeah.
doing stuff that now we look at on the internet. We're like, what the hell are wrong with these people? But that's just us, I guess.
Help us understand kind of, is there a touch of, I mean, you guys have always grown up in the spotlight, though, but do you ever just go, wow, I'm different than everybody else?
That's
that
no
doesn't have
excuse to
access
be an idiot.
Well, no, of course.
True.
But more so that, you know, there must be that point when you go, look at this, and you have, you know, throngs of women and young men looking up to you. There must be that, you know, you go out for ice cream today. DC Celebrity had a picture of you guys getting ice cream already. I mean, it must be somewhat phenomenal that you go.
Ice cream was good.
It was good. It was frozen yogurt, by the way.
Oh, forgive me.
Frozen nugget.
Frozen yogurt. Froyo.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, there's an element of that, but I think, you know, we choose not to think about it really.
Yeah, yeah.
We get to do what we love and have amazing fans who support us in it, and so it's like the things that come along with it. Someone told us some advice really, really young, early in our career. They were like, never believe your own hype. So we always said, like, yeah, people may care about the things we do and the things we say, but never really buy into it. Just sort of know who you are and where you come from. And that's what matters.
Exactly. And surround yourself with, you know, good people that you trust, I think is important, too, to have.
I think it's, you know, as fast as you can get success, it can go away a lot faster.
Yeah.
And it's about, like Nick said earlier, just respecting the people around you and understanding that they probably have seen it, especially if they've worked with other artists. They probably have seen the good and bad and taking their advice and listening to it when it really matters.
Yeah. Well, Carmen was in earlier today, and they mentioned you guys tip over tables when you get very angry. That there
We
are
do. They are unacceptable.
Flip
all the
over
time.
tables.
Yeah, like you walk
We
in.
walk in during their set and we'll just like throw their mics on the ground.
And we'll unplug them from backstage.
Yes.
You know?
I
Just make their life
actually
miserable.
believe that they said that you demand golden retrievers, puppies,
Yes, puppies.
in your dressing room
In a basket.
when you show
Well, actually,
up.
no, it's
I don't know
funny.
what's
You know
unusual
what's
about
really
that.
funny about that is, so we had nothing crazy on our rider. We started reading online, like I guess like Elton John's rider got released, and we're like, oh my God, this guy has crazy stuff on here. We got to do something just to see if somebody will actually do it. So we put a petting zoo on our rider,
Stop.
and one city brought like I think it was like they brought like 10 little puppies backstage.
So awesome.
So they weren't lying about the puppies.
Yeah.
Well, now is the time to bring them in, guys. Go ahead, let's bring in the animals.
Bring them in. Let's do it. Where are they?
I just actually got genuinely excited.
I was like, where's... Oh, sweet.
There's camels.
Where's the llama?
llamas? Congratulations.
It's a southern way, guys.
Congratulations on the
my llama?
album, number 5. This
Thank
is
you.
such great news. You
Thank
know,
you.
we have artists in here all the time, but very rarely do we have somebody, a group of people like the Jonas Brothers that are not only very talented, that do it all themselves, but get it and are super kind guys. And every time we've met you and had a chance to hang with you, you're always top notch. We really do appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And we're just really excited about the show tonight, and we're excited everyone's coming out. And keep requesting first time.